I love that sound coming in. Industrial. Like bells or something. But just... Oh, that's cool. Hey everyone, and welcome to another episode of Into the Music. My name is Greg, and I am here to do another reaction for all of you. Well, I hope all of you. I don't know how many of you like Joy Division, but I hope so, because that's the group I'll be doing. Heart and Soul is the song. I don't know it, except for maybe like the first 5 to 10 seconds as I found the song and I put it into my playlist. So that's really it. So I'm really looking forward to listening to this. And it sounded pretty good, actually, the first 10 seconds. So let me go check it out, and I'll come back on this other side. That New Order guitar sound. It really looks like they're dancing to it. Oh, I'm loving the song. The one in the middle.
Existence, well, what does it matter? I exist on the best terms I can. The past is now part of my future. The present is well out of hand. The present is well out of hand. Heart and soul, one will burn. Heart and soul, one will burn.
Love that sound coming in. Like industrial. Like bells or something. But just. Oh, that's cool. But that's guitar. Oh yeah. The drums. Yeah, so I really like that song a lot. Um, I really liked it a lot. That bass, um, boom, 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 and that drum beat that was skipping uh, in and around that bass. That was so cool. It set the tone, even though the song was building. It had like an ominous kind of feel to it all throughout. Um, and just the instrumentation that was put into that song, the way it was orchestrated, everything was like had its right place. There was so much that was going on. There was like an industrial sound. I think I was talking about it on the other side. I didn't know if it was bells or guitar. At one point, I mean, at first I thought it was like bells, but then I'm hearing like that, ching, ching, like it was actually guitar that was sort of making that sound. Um, yeah, and it was just the synthesizer too that was just, lifting it up, even though it was kind of like that sort of heavy sound, but it was just everything was just kind of lifted. And yeah, and then the synthesizer came back, I thought even stronger towards the end as the drums all of a sudden like started becoming louder, you know, yeah, as the song was sort of fading out, going out. Fantastic. Ian Curtis's voice too was really good. Um, as I really wasn't sure what he was singing about. It sounded kind of very sort of, sad, some heavy words. So I want to get into that now and also get into a little bit about the song. So this is actually from their second studio album called Closer. It was 1980. It was their last one. It was released 2 months after Ian Curtis's death. Um, this is actually supposedly recognized as like the start of post-punk, which is really interesting. I didn't know that. I think I had heard this too, but some more context too. Now that I'm doing this song, this album is basically two sides, not just like just one side and flip it over on the vinyl, but actually like there were some songs that were written with more of that sort of guitar feel, and then there were the other ones like this one, Heart and Soul, was more synth. Um, and I think the guitar stuff was written in 1979, the latter part, and in 1980, in the early part of 1980 was when the rest of the album was written. I never know if I should really try to interpret myself and then get into the meaning, like, there's a quote or something from Wiki, or maybe even like somebody's quoted about the song, but I'm going to try it this way. Usually I do the lyrics and then I get into what the stated official record of what the meaning is. But so let me start at this. So let me do it this way. So this is from genius.com, the lyric website. And so A contributor says Heart and Soul is a spacious, reverb-laden track, absolutely, built around an electronic bass line from Peter Hook and a skittering drum rhythm from Stephen Morris. Ian Curtis sings in his typically melancholic style, while Bernard Sumner plays a repetitive two-chord progression. It is also one of a small handful of Joy Division tracks that features a synthesizer, but unlike the bright leads that appear on Love Will Tear Us Apart in isolation, the electronics have provided here a moody, atmospheric backdrop. I couldn't have said it any better. Actually, this guy said it a lot better, or girl. The lyrics deal with the dichotomy between instinct and reason, between emotion and thought. In line with several other tracks on Closer, it wouldn't be unreasonable to suggest that this more specifically refers to Curtis's affair with Belgian journalist Annick Hanor and the battle in his mind between whether or not to continue it at the potential expense of his marriage. So let me actually get into the lyrics a bit. So verse 1, instincts that can still betray us, a journey that leads to the sun. Soulless and bent on destruction, a struggle between right and wrong. You take my place in the showdown. I'll observe with a pitiful eye. I'll humbly ask for your forgiveness, a request well beyond you and I. So he's asking his wife for forgiveness. Is that the person he's talking about? Heart and soul, one will burn. Heart and soul, one will burn. An abyss that laughs at creation, a circus complete with all fools. Foundations that lasted the ages, then ripped apart at their roots. Beyond all this good is the terror, the grip of the mercenary hand. When savagery turns all good reason, there's no turning back, no last stand. And the chorus again, heart and soul, one will burn. And then verse 3, existence, well, what does it matter? I exist on the best terms I can. The past is now part of my future. The present is well out of hand. The present is well out of hand. And then the chorus just takes us out, heart and soul, one will burn. He changes up a little bit. Third line in, one will burn, one will burn. Yeah. Wow. Interesting lyrics. Really good song. That's going on a playlist. That's actually going on, I think, on my top playlist. And I'm just scratching the surface on Joy Division. Oh, and I almost forgot. I love that video. I love the Peanuts. I've always loved the Peanuts from like when I was a little kid. My hand here, I'm going down now. When I was a little kid. So I thought that was a trip, seeing when I was actually looking for a video out there with the song, and I saw that one, and I was like, okay, this is cool. So I don't know, I'll probably get some complaints saying it was distracting or something like that, but I loved it, and the way the guy who created it, edited it, like, at times, like they actually dance into the music like in sync. So let me know. I've got some other songs to the Peanuts dance in. So if I get more thumbs up than not, I'm going to go with the next one with the Peanuts. That said, thank you so much for watching this reaction video. I really hope you enjoy it. And I'll see every one of you on the next episode of Into the Music.